Shakur Stevenson, just like I said he would be, he the hottest free agent in the game right now. And we got to thank all of his haters for that, because y'all keeping his name relevant on a daily basis. Dummy. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because haters think that they really affecting somebody, how they get paid and affecting everything, but they only making you bigger. That's what promoters want to see. How much is your name circulating? People still going to his fights. People still going to his fights. The arena was sold out. He got the highest viewership out of any ESPN boxing event this year. Yeah, so keep on hating. But Shakur Stevenson, man, he got all these promoters coming at him now. And today, Oscar De La Hoya, he done threw his name in the pot with Eddie Hearn. Now, Eddie Hearn, he ain't made it no secret. He wants Shakur. You know what I'm saying? That's the fighter he's going after. And he says that he believes that he can get Shakur the biggest fights. Like I said before, we know that Eddie Hearn got a connection with Turki Al-Sheikh. We know that he with DAZN. Another fighter on DAZN is William Zepeda. So Eddie Hearn was like, we going to go get him the William Zepeda fight. That's a fight that we think we can make easy. Now, of course, Oscar De La Hoya, he came and he was talking about Shakur. Now, when Oscar talked, I got lowball vibes. Like, Oscar gonna try to lowball that boy. That's the first thing that I thought when Oscar started talking. Because we know, man, Oscar don't really be talking about that big money. A lot of fighters say that Oscar gonna try to play it slick and dirty, but when he get in front of the mic, Oscar has been trained in PR, so he know how to say the right things, but I can see right through Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm talking about? So later on, Oscar comes out after hearing Eddie Hearn say that, we can get you the William Zepeda fight. If that's a fight that you want, we can get you that fight, because both of y'all will be fighting on DAZN if you sign with me. Speaking about Eddie Hearn saying this, right? Well, Oscar hears this. Of course, we know he heard it. And he tweets that the only way Shakur Stevenson will get a William Zepeda fight is if he signs with Golden Boy Promotions. Now, remember this, right? Because for the longest time, Oscar De La Hoya has been coming out, pump faking and bluffing, talking about, we want the Shakur Stevenson fight. We want the Shakur Stevenson fight. And this is when Shakur was still at top rank. And I continue to tell people that Oscar is not about to put Shakur Stevenson in the ring with William Zepeda. Especially if Shakur Stevenson is not one of his fighters. He ain't finna put him in the ring to let William Zepeda take an L like that. So Oscar's full of shit. And he just proved that he's full of shit by saying what he said on Twitter tonight. That, you ain't gonna get no William Zepeda fight unless you sign with Golden Boy. And it's a whole bunch of ifs behind that. Because if he signed with Golden Boy, then Oscar can lowball him. So Oscar knows that Shakur Stevenson needs a solid name on his resume at 135. He need that. We all know that Shakur need that name, right? William Zepeda is the name because we know that Tank and Lomachenko are going to fight each other. So at 135, what other names is there out there? William Zepeda is it. You know what I'm talking about? So Oscar knows that. So Oscar will use William Zepeda to try to get Shakur Stevenson to sign a long-term deal. And then on top of that, he's going to try to lowball Shakur Stevenson in that deal. Now, Shakur, he seen what Oscar said, and his first response was, he started laughing, and he said that Oscar is funny. Then Shakur came back and he says, well, Oscar just made himself a major player in the Shakur Stevenson sweepstakes. And I'm paraphrasing, right? But he said Oscar made himself a major player, in the game, right? He's going to listen to Oscar's offers. Oscar said that he met with Shakur Stevenson's people today. Now, do I see Shakur signing with Oscar De La Hoya? Hell no, because Oscar ain't going to talk about paying him the money that he wants. But Now we got a problem, right? Because Oscar's letting it be known that we not going to give you a Zepeda fight unless you sign with us. Now, maybe they can do a one-fight deal. Maybe they could do a one-off. Let him fight William Zepeda, right? Do it on Golden Boy. And then after that, it's his choice if he want to re-up or not. Kind of like what they did to Devin Haney. But I don't see Oscar letting Shakur do that. He gonna try to get Shakur to sign a long-term deal. Now, as far as Eddie Hearn, I think that before I was saying that Eddie Hearn is his best bet because Eddie gonna do great business. Eddie's gonna promote you great. And Eddie is gonna try to get you the biggest fights and he gonna pay you. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Now, Shakur, before today, well, today he said it too. He says that the top guys that he looking at, the only two promoters that he was looking at was Floyd Mayweather and Eddie Hearn. Now, when we talk about Floyd Mayweather, man, I got mixed feelings because a part of me say, man, hell no, don't sign with Floyd. But then another part of me says, well, Floyd does great promoting one fighter. Now, when we talk about a whole stable, Floyd can't do that, you know what I'm saying? But if Floyd got one superstar like he had with Tank, Floyd is a great promoter when he, can just focus on that one fighter. And Floyd got a lot of connects. So it might be a good business move to sign with Floyd. And like a lot of other people saying, that'll make the Gervonta Davis fight with Shakur Stevenson much bigger. But the thing is, man, at the end of the day, and I don't give a damn who get mad, it's all about Tank when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, right? And making the fight happen. Because if Tank want to make the fight happen, we know he gonna go get the fight. People like to make excuses. Oh, man, he got to sign with the PBC, and we know that they don't do. Tank is showing you right now, if he want to make a fight happen, it's going to happen. He went and got Lomachenko with Top Rank, and y'all made excuses for the longest time talking about, man, Shakur, he got to sign with the PBC. He can't be with Top Rank. Well, Lomachenko, it wasn't no problem. Tank said, hey, I want to fight Lomachenko next. Now it's being made. So, man, that's all up to Tank. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really nothing that Shakur can do on his end to make that shit happen. A lot of people talking about PBC. He better not sign with PBC, and I'm going to say this for the millionth time. Unless he go sit down and talk with them, and they agree to put Tank in writing. Other than that, you better not sign with no damn PBC. You know what I'm saying? If PBC still have it in their plans to where at 135, Tank is bringing in the money and they want to keep it that way, they'll never put him in the ring with Tank. Not no time soon. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, man, Shakur, man, he gonna have a lot of big offers on the table. But I still think that he definitely shouldn't sign with Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't let them entice you with that William Zepeda shit. Because, yeah, you do need that name, but as far as long-term business, Floyd or Eddie Hearn, really, you know what I'm saying? And if the Zone, right? Y'all got to think, if the Zone wants the William Zepeda and Shakur Stevenson fight, them higher ups at the Zone, the ones that's over Oscar De La Hoya, they gonna tell him to get it done. Just all depends, man. But yeah, Shakur, like I told y'all, he was gonna be the hottest free agent, and he the hottest free agent right now. And it looked like that he really embracing that villain role, because that's just Shakur temperament. To cuss people out and tell people to F you, that's just him. You know what I'm saying? And he just being all the way himself now. He like, man, F it. When I was trying to be politically correct, y'all still was shitting on me. So, I'ma just be me. I'ma be all the way me, and that's what we seeing now. So it is what it is. This is boxing. We've had fighters like Mike Tyson and you even get Gervonta Davis, man. Gervonta Davis, he hop on Twitter and he talk crazy to people. He talk crazy to females. It don't matter who it is, but don't nobody say he crashing out. It ain't no problem when he doing it. So, y'all got to keep the same energy around the board. If Shakur Stevenson do it, man, keep the same energy that y'all do when Tank do it. It is what it is, man. I'm not really worried about none of that, just as long as these fights get made in the ring. People worrying about that shit that don't have nothing to do with nothing. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, who y'all think that he gonna end up signing with, who y'all think the best company or best promoter for him to sign with is. Drop a comment. Make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. Diego talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.